Good morning. I'm sort of recovered from my big European adventure, and it's made me think I need to make a lot of changes in my life. Because I'm getting old now and I've got to cruise the boat out this marina. I've just paid up this morning, paid all what I owed, and it's time to get out, get back on the cut. I'm meant to be being blacked on the River Weaver, but the lift is still out of action, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I might have to postpone it. But I want to get on my big cruising adventures now. There are still quite a lot of stoppages that have not reopened yet. So I think we've got a couple of weeks before everything's hopefully open. But we'll see. We can still get cruising, get out of this marina. And there's a few things I want to do to the boat to probably make things easier. This isn't the easiest boat to handle. She's a wonderful boat. She's a well-built boat. But she's perfect for a couple. But I'm on my own, and because I'm always single-handed, I'm doing the locks on my own. She's got the mid-engine, I've got the controls, me wheelie thing and me fister. And I'm at that age now where I need to start thinking of the future and making things a little bit easier for me. So yeah, I'm thinking of changes. What changes can I make to just make my life easier as a single-hander? Yeah, but we'll have some thoughts and have a chat to you once we get going. But the Rum Wench, we're going to get fired up now. Let's hope she starts and let's get back on the cut. With the first mate standing by, it's time for an oil check. Now, she did have a full engine service before I set off on my winter van adventure, but it's always wise to double check. Come on, old girl, it's been 2 months, but I'm sure you won't let me down. This is tighter than a nun's chuff. Woohoo! I've only got an ant's willy either side of space. Oh, what a relief! That's why I'm always nervous going into marinas. Shit like that now. Well, that didn't go very well at all. That's a massive cock up. Come on, Heidi, sort yourself out. Just quickly run inside because I've still got my fire on because it's bloody freezing, as you can tell. And I'm always worried if in case something falls on the fire, because you've heard of stories of like your underpants that are drying, drop on the fire and set fire. But all's good. Anyway, off we go! Woohoo! It's so good to be back aboard the Rum Wench, cruising again, back in old Blighty. Oh, I just love it, being with nature. I just love this life. I will never change my life. Having a boat and a van, I just feel like the luckiest person in the world. I really do. I don't want a house. I've never wanted a house really, but I am thinking of making my life a lot easier. So I don't know whether to get a loan and change lots of things on my boat. So Obviously I've got these controls here, which it would be easy for me as a single-hander to have a Morse control. So that's a whole hydraulic system. But this is a classic engine, so would I do that to it? Also, I don't have a fixed bed on this boat. I have my boatsman's cabin bed, which is a full width double. It's not one of those little narrowboat doubles, it's a full width double. But I do have to pull it down every night. I mean, I could leave it up if I wanted to, but it's a faff. I like to use my boatsman's cabin. So I could actually, because I've had all the steel put on the front of my boat, which is my shop during the summer for all my pirate stuff, I could make that into a bedroom and put some windows in it. There's lots of things I could do. I would like a dinette, you know, and I've got a massive kitchen, massive lounge. So I could get a loan, probably do all that, or I could go for my dream boat, which is not a new boat or anything. I can never afford a new boat. But I've always wanted a reverse layout, semi-trad, got to be a bit quirky, modern engine, Morse control, shallow draft, you know, and as a single-hander I feel it'd be a lot easier for me, and also it gives me a bit of a social space when I have friends aboard. Fixed bed, oh, to have a fixed bed. Or I could get the front of mine, the steel taken off, you know, that isn't too much of a job. Get that grinded off, made looking nice, and have a big front end. There's loads of things. My head at the moment is full of things, but I know I do need to make some changes because I'm getting older now and I want to, you know, plus the Rum Wench, you could do a little bit of touching up here and there, a bit of painting. She's gone a bit tatty. Anyway, I think I'm going to moor up here because the lift's out of action. It's about to rain and it's near a road, so I can go and visit my friends. So I've just moored up here and I can just literally fall out the pub, crawl, and I'll be in my bed. How amazing is that? Anyway, this is the front of my boat. Now, I don't know whether to make this into a bedroom. It's a big space. At the moment it's used as my shop, but it's a bit of wasted space. I'm just feeling lots of changes are afoot. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. But let's hope that that boat lift is open as expected tomorrow morning so I can continue on my journey down to the River Weaver. Good morning. The sun is shining today. It's absolutely glorious. We've got a bit of a blue sky as well, so everything's good. Well, it's not actually, because the boat lift is out of order. It should have been fixed well before now, which means now that my blacking is postponed. I was meant to get this boat out of the water at the end of the March, cruise down to the River Weaver, so I don't know what we're going to do. So it's obviously postponed. But something else is happening. My boat has to have what's called a BSS, Boat Safety Scheme, I think it's called. And it happens every 4 years and mine's due in a few weeks. However, I've got the examiner coming tomorrow, so I need to get everything ready for that. It's mainly safety sort of stuff, so it's checking your fire extinguishers, your gas, your electrics, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, that sort of stuff. It's nothing to do with the hull of the boat or, you know, stuff like that. It's all about safety. They look around your fire, check your fire's okay and all that sort of stuff. So today I'm going to spend getting the boat ready for that. But she's passed every time so far, so I think all will be good. But I will swap the batteries in my alarms, you know, make sure everything's all right. But yeah, that's a 4-yearly thing. It costs £250. And without it, your licence and your insurance is invalid. So it's really important to get that done. But I just thought as well, I'll show you the front of my boat that I was talking about the other day. So this is normally my shop in the season. So when I'm cruising around festivals, it's my shop. At the moment, it's a bit of a dumping ground. Bonnie loves it in here, don't you, Bonds? I tend to store a lot of my coal in here, and you know it's like in winter, you have to have a bit of a shed, so it's a bit of a shed in the winter and my shop in the summer, but it's a lovely space. I could easily make this into a bedroom. I have these covers, so I've got steel doors on this, so it's very secure, but then I also have these sort of cratches that my friend Melissa made me, so you know it's like a proper cratch as well. So you can lift these up. But anyway, I'm going to go now and get the boat ready for the boat safety. Make sure that the gas locker's all tidy, because obviously your gas bottles have to be tied up. Well, one does. The one that you use has to be chained up. So check all that, and then hopefully tomorrow she will pass her boat safety. Go through so many AA batteries on this boat. Don't be rude. Bloody loud. Oh, enough. That works. So that's all right, that's all the batteries renewed and tested, and everything's good. Obviously I do test them often, but I've just renewed all the batteries. So that's one thing ticked off the list. The gas bottles are all good, one secured, that's ticked off the list. What else needs to do? Fire extinguishers. So you need to check that they're in the green, and if they're old, I think you're meant to turn them upside down. And I think my boat's got about 5. I don't know if it needs 5, but it's got 5 fire extinguishers. I'm going to check all them now. 2 in here. I don't know why I've got 2 in here. I think one's for engine, one's for the fire. Both green, both good. Woohoo! This is the Rum Wench's heart, the engine, and I know that's all good because I had a full service by Jo Fuller just before Christmas, and she's pumping beautifully. And also I had all my electrics upgrading and all my cabling by Ricky, and he's quite OCD when he does it. Brilliant electrician. So I know they're all good, and I've had all the new isolators on there as well, which are the latest thing, you know, so that's all good. So my electrics are good, my engine's good, fire extinguishers seem good. Gas bottles are good. It's just all my appliances, but the examiner has to check those because I haven't got a clue what to check. Yeah, so I've done everything I can, haven't I? It's just in the hands of the gods now. Let's hope she gets a certificate tomorrow. There's been quite a few changes since I last picked up the camera. So obviously the Rum Wench flew through her boat safety scheme. She did really, really well. Mark from, I think it's called Cheshire Cat Narrowboats, he came out, gave her a thorough going over, checked all the fire extinguishers, checked all the fire alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, all my appliances because he's gas registered. And also I forgot to mention the ventilation. Ventilation is very, very important for the boat safety. And obviously the Rum Wench has got her 6 side hatches, she's got a roof hatches, ventilation. So yeah, everything was good and she passed, which is just wonderful. And the good thing about Mark is I know his wife, Linda, because she runs a Hellman's course. They run hire boats as well, but she does a Hellman's course. And I did that a few years ago and I got my first boat. And she's a brilliant trainer. Because obviously I was a bit nervous on a boat and everything, and she did some single-handed training with me. And from then on, it's been history because this boat, I've been across the ship canal, I've done a lot of the network down to sort of I've done the bit of the Oxford, the GU, Nottingham, Birmingham, loads of the north, the Lees, Liverpool and that, and all because of the confidence that she gave me. So she's a really, really good trainer. Highly recommend her. Linda from Cheshire Cat. I think she's still doing training. I hope she is anyway. But yeah, brilliant. So that's happened, which is good. And the other thing that's happened is I've bought another boat. Oh, and it sort of happened really fast. The other day, because I was looking to get a loan to get done everything I wanted on this boat, to have it how I wanted it. And I've always wanted a semi-trad reverse layout narrowboat. And obviously on a pirate's wage, I can't afford a new boat or anything. But I had a few savings and I managed to get a loan. And I was just looking at some layouts of boats, and a friend of mine, Roger, who I actually crossed the River Mersey with, he came with me, and he's done sailing all his life, sailboats. He'd put on Facebook, he was selling his boat. And I know the boat, and I thought, God, that's a boat that I want. It was sort of in a price range that was sort of achievable in the short term for me until I sell this. I thought, oh, we came up with a deal, you know, and I bought it. I went and looked and I just bought it, and part of me is so excited because it's my forever boat, because it's going to be much easier for me to handle single-handed. It has a Morse control, it has a social space at the back for when I've got friends on board, it's got a dinette, so I've got a spare bed when I've got friends to stay. And you know, it needs a lot of work though. It's an old boat still. It's not as old as this, it's a bit younger than this, but it needs a paint job and needs a lot of work. I need to get all the electrics up to standard because it's never been a liverboard boat, it's just been a leisure boat. So I need to get all the batteries upgraded because I work full time. You know, I have my badge making business, so I've got my printers going for 2-3 hours every morning, 2 printers going. So I need to get all the electrics upgraded. There's loads of things I need to do to get it to sort of, for me to be able to work and cruise and everything. But it's a beautiful boat, and it's just happened so fast, you know. And I wouldn't have been looking for a boat. It's just that he posted it on my Facebook, and I thought, well, that's what I've always wanted. So I did a lot of ringing and faffing and trying to sort it. Could I get these funds together temporarily until the Rum Wench sells? And it was, I could. So, and it's the first time as well I'm going to have a loan because my only outgoing is £17 a month for my phone, because I pay my licence normally in one go, and, you know, so I've got a bit of stress for the next few weeks. You know, I'm going to be getting the keys maybe next week, the week after, and then I've got to cruise that boat through nearly 50 locks to this boat. And then I can get the stuff off that boat, clean that boat up, start putting the stuff from this boat, clean this boat up. And it's going to just be hectic. The boat lift is still not open, so I can't get the Rum Wench blacked, which is, you know, the reason why I cranked it back from Spain. But that's life. And I just think this was meant to happen. You know, I've always wanted a boat that I can see as a future boat with a fixed bed and, you know, something easier for me on my own, because I'm getting on now, you know. You know, you can't stay in your 20s forever, can you? Yeah, so that's it. So the Rum Wench is going to be going up for sale. So we're going to have a little bit of this. I was given this by a gentleman outside my boat the other day, and I've forgotten his name. So it was just when I was having my boat safety done. So my head was all over the place. So yeah, thank you so much. If you do message me with your name, I'll give you a shout out next week, but I'm so sorry. And whilst I am pouring this, a huge thanks to this week's pirate crew. Woohoo! So let's have ourselves a little tit of rum. Yeah, just wet the lips. Cheers, everyone. Woohoo! Oh, very flavoursome, that. Strong. It's still daytime. Yeah, anyway, so we've got a lot of changes ahead of us now. And a lot of you may say, oh, you should be doing the wrong thing. Shouldn't be selling that boat. And I do love this boat. She's a fantastic boat. She got me across the Mersey. She got me everywhere. The engine is so reliable. Everything is so good on her. She's quality built. But You know, I need to make things a lot easier for me, and being single-handed, having a bit of a shallower draft and a Morse control that I can just pull her in easier with and do things. It's got to be what's right for me. And although at the moment the other boat isn't right for me, over time, when I save up and keep getting things done, it is a future-proof boat for me. So yeah, so if you're interested in viewing it or anything whilst I'm moving everything off over the next couple of weeks, let me know before it goes to brokerage. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do give me a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Absolutely free to do. But before I go, just a massive, huge thank you to my lovely, gorgeous patrons. That's it, everyone. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.